Hello everybody, welcome back to Blackjack. I'm Blackjack Aviani, this is Athena, and I'm not happy. See, what happened is this morning, I wake up, I remember, oh yeah, there's a death battle today. I check my phone, and it's not there. So, after a little bit of deliberating, I go and ask in the Death Battle Discord about where it could be. Someone posts that Death Battle has acknowledged its absence on their Twitter, and then not 30 seconds later, someone spoils the ending. Okay, no, we're just talking about that it's not there. We are acknowledging that people cannot view it, but because some of you chucklefucks got to it early, you think you could just spew spoilers all over the place. And then they go and spoil who the next battle is. So, yeah, I'm going into this knowing full well who wins, and knowing full well who the next matchup's going to be. All because some idiot couldn't keep their mouth shut. That's not fun. It's not funny. I don't see how you get enjoyment out of that. You are just talking about how it's down. And you think it's funny to just ruin it for everyone. No. I want you to know that. I want everyone who is running their mouths about it and saying, oh, well, it was up for other people, and it was up earlier. No. I want you to have ruined it. I'm furious. This is not a joke. Okay, I'm not pranking you. I'm not exaggerating for comic effect. I am really, really angry at you. Everyone who decided to do that, I want you to know you are shit. So I brought Athena along with me.
Between the natural and the supernatural.
See, Athena wouldn't do that.
For some reason, the weirdest of powers keep showing up in teens. When's it gonna be our turn? Danny Phantom.
Hey, Alucard's like in his equivalent of 20s at that point.
American dragon of New York City. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Young Danny Phantom, he was just 14.
Hey,
his parents built a very strange machine. It was designed to view a world unseen. He's gonna catch them all, because he's Danny Phantom. Nice, but let's focus on his back.
Casper High, nice.
I just did. Song.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough. Danny wasn't much different from your usual high school teenager.
Usual high school teenagers don't get F's, dude.
Except for the fact that his parents had taken up a
just gotta put that out there.
Profession. Yeah, hunting ghosts. Among their spectral seeking equipment was the
You gotta do that every time you say the word ghost, Boomstick?
Of spirits. The Ghost Zone. But then Danny took a look inside of it. There was a great big flash. Everything just changed. His molecules all rearranged. Oh, okay, I'll stop. Unbeknownst to his parents, the portal permanently changed Danny's body, transforming him into
a certified junior astronaut. That's cool.
With ecto energy, aka ghost powers. And when ghosts started invading the living world, Danny took it upon himself to catch them all. And despite this show starting in the early 2000s, that's not talking about Pokemon. Weird coincidence. He's soon
well,
known as
not necessarily. The collectible monsters craze.
Danny Phantom. And for some reason, it was Danny Phantom.
Come on.
People are dumb.
Bird to bird.
They were just playing along? He is a kid after all. Nah, they're stupid. To catch ghosts, Danny used a lot of his parents' signature gadgets, including the Fenton thermos. Once a clever way to sneak your beer into concerts, now a device that sucks up and traps the undead.
Theta, come on, you were sitting there so nicely during setup. Yeah, I knew they were going to reference Ghostbusters, come on.
He could do many things that Bill Murray could not.
I'm just kind of surprised it took this long.
Like floating around and spooking the shit out of people.
Yay!
Fly, sense other spirits, freeze foes with ice, create equally spectral clones of himself, possess others, turn invisible, and expel ectoplasmic energy in the form of barriers and attack.
So cryokinesis, he can manipulate ice too? Or just freeze foes with ice?
Oh yeah, he's a laser shooting ghost. Ectoplasma. Whatever. He can fire beams
Cool.
from his eyes, his finger, and even his spectral sphincter. I guess that's why they call him Ghastly. Huh? Maybe he should see a doctor. But his deadliest, most exhausting ability is his ghostly
Possessed
wail.
Christmas tree.
This one comes from the other end, where he's literally yelling at people. He really is a teenager. This wail is an omnidirectional burst
He says all
of
depressed.
ectoplasmic energy, which, at its strongest, can eradicate weaker ghosts in a single shot. See, just like that. Why? Danny's
Why
proven
not?
himself as a powerful ghost fighter again and again. Like the time he went Kamehameha on this poor skeleton at a mini golf course. Comparing Danny's size to the crater formed, the energy needed to vaporize this much terrain would be in the ball or golf park of around 550 tons of TNT. Plus,
Okay.
his ectoplasmic beams tend to be considered
Outflew a
actual
living
lasers.
space shuttle.
I knew it! They move in straight lines, burn on contact, bounce off reflective
Dan
surfaces,
Phantom?
and
Is
can
that
be
a
channeled
relative?
through a magnifying glass. So they
Himself?
are likely comparable to light in both makeup and
Is it
speed.
himself from the future?
And he's shooting and dodging these things on a daily basis. You'd think with speed like that, he'd never be late for class. Or get smacked by some of these heavy hitters, like his nemesis Vlad or this dragon lady, Dorothea. Dorothea's fire breath was powerful enough to disperse a large cloud formation. Measuring the
Okay.
distance between this castle and the outskirts, we determined the cloud would, at minimum, need a radius of over 300 meters to encompass the landmass the castle is situated on. Dispersing a cloud cover of that size would need over
Okay,
70
and also,
kilotons of
how
TNT.
high up are you assuming
He
it
even
is?
beat up his future self, Dan Phantom. Because, I guess, you know...
Oh, future self, yes. Well, Danny has defeated Vortex. The circumstances gave him temporary powers to perfectly counter him. Okay. So, Vortex usually
That shows that he's
takes the
matured,
win?
'cause
Okay.
he's Dan now. As powerful as Danny is, he's still a teenager and has all the
Ooh, that would drive me nuts having a chair like that.
And he's got a really bad habit of losing his powers in the most random ways possible. Meet a genie? Powers gone. Shrink ray? Sure, why the hell not? I'm just surprised he didn't trip into his own thermos at some point. Oh wait, he did. Still, Danny has saved his
He didn't
hometown
trip.
and the entire world.
To be fair,
time and
that was
time
not him
again.
tripping.
He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you. Oh, damn it, now you have me doing it.
Oh, don't blame Boomstick.
Annoying ghost.
He did not do that to you, Wiz. Why don't his eyebrows
Lowell
change
just
color?
sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited. Let's see what's inside.
Shut up!
Thousands of years ago, a group of mystic warriors were formed. This was the Hunt's
I'm
Clan,
sure that happened
and their
quite a
mission
lot.
was to eliminate all magical creatures from the world. But these Foot Clan wannabes were in over their heads, thanks to the most powerful creatures of them all, the dragons. In short, every corner of the world has a dragon
I like that.
tasked as a guardian
Okay.
of the magical community. This mantle is
Okay,
passed
now I
down-
did kind of see an episode of Jake Long once. It was actually an episode of Lilo and Stitch the series where Jake Long came to visit, so...
generation by generation.
That's
so after
all I
the
know.
Chinese dragon's daughter moved to America, her son became the first American dragon, Jake Long. He's cool, he's hot like the frozen sun. He's young and fast, he's the chosen one. He's the American dragon. You're gonna do this the whole episode, aren't you?
His
Probably.
sister is also
Jake
a
was
dragon?
only 13 years old when he became the newest protector.
But his
of
mother
the dragon.
isn't.
His responsibilities became tough to handle.
Has
alongside
grease streaks in his
school
hair
and
from using
friends.
too much hair
Lucky
gel.
for Jake, he didn't have to go it alone.
Of course.
His grandfather was his mentor in martial arts and all things dragon, and had a magical dog, Foo Dog, who I'm pretty sure has a higher
Doesn't
body
quite
count
look
than
like a
any of
foo
this
dog,
show's
but
villains.
it's probably just his name, huh?
Now rest in peace, DiCaprio, you handsome devil. Learned how to fight bears from watching you. I'll never let go. To be clear, Jake possessed the ability to transform into a draconic persona, complete with brand
I
new
wanna know what all that
physique and
says.
abilities. Oh, duh, he's a freaking dragon. He's got the claws, the teeth, the tail, the wings, and of course the raging, burning fire breath. He was
Boom.
throwing fire from his mouth, his hands, and even his burning beehole. All of these kids should really go see a doctor. His
Yeah.
dragon form's in super top condition. He's
I
even
mean,
got
remember a
ultra
few
sight
years
vision
ago?
thanks to his eye and ear.
A few years ago when I did that habanero eating contest for the heating charity, I ate 20 and decided that was enough. Oh, I paid for it later.
Year of the dragon powers. Perfect for when
Even all
some
the prep
pesky
with
ninja
eating
bugs are
yogurt
trying to get the jump on
could
you.
not line my
Gotta hate
insides
that.
fast enough.
That's why it's always important to have anti-ninja protection.
What? Where did you sign up for that?
Why do you think I bought 10,000 screaming rubber chickens? Try and step foot in my shack, you stealth assholes.
He doesn't even need to transform fully to use these powers. Technically, Jake can...
You know, I was just thinking the other day, it'd be really cool to have a game where you do all kinds of ninja stuff, including, like, the non-combative spy stuff, which is what most ninjas actually did. You know, I mean, yeah, you did have the stealth people and all of that, but, you know, you also had people who were just there for observation and fitting in and gaining information that way. And I think that'd be really cool to have a game where you did the full spectrum of ninja stuff. Okay, dragon scale armor, ear of the dragon, eye of the dragon, okay. Elemental resistances that include ice.
Man, I wish I could transform into a dragon. Nothing would be sweeter than kicking ass as a
Are those
magical fire-breathing
sand
super lizard.
yetis?
The key word being magic.
Yep,
Yep.
he can fight magical creatures ordinary people can't, including ghosts. He can even use his
Every
teeth
time he
like
says the word
doppelgangers of
ghost, he
himself
drags
for
it out like
helping
that.
As a dragon, Jake is tough enough to smash through steel, hold up a pillar, and annihilate a house with a simple sneeze. He can
Ooh.
produce enough flame to obliterate several sheets of
That
stone.
was a convenience
Measured the
store.
size of the hole here next to the girl in the shot, we can tell his fire breath destroyed over 6 million cubic centimeters of stone, which would need over 30 tons of TNT.
That's like
Okay,
a
but
three
not
mother bombs, which was
even
a massive
close.
10,000 kilogram nuke. You wonder if Jake ever uses breath mints?
He can also fly over 100 miles per
Question
hour,
is,
moving from
would they
ground
do
to
any
ground level in
good?
mere seconds.
And he can dodge lasers too, and they're totally light lasers, reflecting off mirrors, straight consistent speed, all that stuff.
Jake has accomplished a lot as the
Good
Amtrak
thing
of
to-
New York City, but it wasn't always easy.
Oh, come on, that was New
Being a
York.
teenager's hard, not to mention keeping his powers a secret from his monster-hating dad. Really landed a winner there, Mom, whose own father is a dragon monster.
He's defeated the Hunts clan over and over, fought off his own evil clone, and even outdid the Dark Dragon himself.
The
All right.
ultimate dragon. Top-tier dragos around the world are scared shitless of this guy, but Jake whooped his butt and sealed him away for good.
Awesome.
Or at least for the next 1,000 years. That'll be someone else's problem.
Unfortunately, Jake has one distinct, unavoidable weakness.
He's a teenager.
Sphinx hair.
Like the Egyptian lion riddle lady?
Exactly.
Well, that's not random at all.
Young and brash though he may be, the world can rest assured that Jake Long will carry on the dragon's legacy.
He really is the hippest fire-breathing super lizard out there.
Oh, okay. That's not a practical way to restart your stove, which is the only reason I could think of doing that in the kitchen. Go outside for that.
Vote
Okay.
Christina Stevenson for state representative.
Oh my
She led
God.
the fight for paid family leave.
Oh
That's why
my
she's
God, I
endorsed
already
by
voted.
Oregon's essential
Please shut up.
workers. Now she'll help restore our economy for working
That was a nice shot of the
families
city.
and small
You get the
businesses
Portland
that
Spirit in
grow.
there. That's the name of that cruise ship. Does river cruises up and down. Pretty nice ride there.
There! Back where it belongs!
Yo, back to steal something else? Dragging up? You got 3 seconds before the Amtrak's gonna show you out.
What?
Fight!
Go it goes!
So you're concerned about theft, but you're willing to throw people around.
I didn't count 3.
Movement's a little awkward. Yeah, it's a little stiff. I like the it's weird to like the modeling, but not the movement, I guess, because there was a cool shot when he twisted around.
Oh yeah, boss kid ain't got nothing on me.
Uh-huh. Now you're just setting the museum on fire. Come on.
Eye of the dragon. Where'd he go?
Yeah. Just destroying everything, huh? You cannot possibly say that you're concerned about theft if you're willing to just destroy everything in there, huh? Yeah, there's that shout. Red versus blue 0.
Ready for more?
Not a bad trick, G.
Haven't seen one that
Anything
has.
you can do? I can do better.
Uh-huh. Kind of surprised they're not doing it as their regular City of Glass sort of background. Alright, lots and lots of fire. Getting it on a Smash Bros. Blast
Too
Zone
hot for him.
sudden death.
Cooler.
Get
Ow! D to the A to the N and Y. This dragon's got
Actually,
claws and waits
very few alleyways in New York. I don't know why they keep they film in like one alley. And bye-bye.
what?
Ah.
Time's up, pal.
KO! Well, looks like this dragon got burned.
This was a very unique matchup. With both fighters having such different power sets, it was fascinating to watch them clash together.
Wait, then
Jake was
aside from being
more skilled
teenagers
than
with
his martial
transformations,
arts
then what do they have in
training
common?
and has proven capable of harming ghosts. But Danny's power and plethora of abilities was difficult for him to counter.
Yeah, Danny's no slouch, and has
Does
fought a
Jake
few more battles than
have a
Jake.
ghost
Plus,
form?
Jake's never dealt with a ghost as powerful as Danny. Those cranky Civil War spirits didn't exactly have ice beams and ghost lasers.
While they may have been similar in light speed reactions,
Danny consistently outsped laser projectiles in battle with that issue of being rocketed into orbit in just 2 seconds.
speed was
Goodness.
definitely higher. Also, Jake's fire was comparable to 3 GBU-43 warheads,
What?
commonly referred to as the mother of all bombs. However, Dorothea's fire was equal to 700 of them.
And
Okay.
Danny took those flames on like a champ, which means Jake didn't have the firepower he needed to knock the teenage ghost down for good.
Alright.
Danny could overpower Jake's fire with his ecto projectiles, match Jake's duplicates with his own, and even slip past Jake's heightened senses.
Never
with his
helped him perceive
invisibility.
invisible
And while
enemies.
Danny had
Alright.
all those counters, Jake didn't have...
Could it, like, help him, like, figure out where an invisible enemy is through, like, oh, there's something wrong in this area that I can't put my finger on, but I can definitely see there's something going on.
It's Danny's will or possession.
Jake may be the American dragon
Awesome.
for good reason, but he couldn't match up to Danny's impressive power, durability, and ghostly abilities.
It didn't take long for Jake to fall short in this fantastic battle.
The winner is Danny Phantom.
Okay, good for him.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle from the
And we already know who the next one's gonna be, or at least I do, because someone was a freaking idiot. And it's interesting to me is it's not one of the, it doesn't involve any of the characters that were previewed for us at the beginning of the season. And they can't use full power She-Ra because her new series literally just ended. They would not have had the research on hand for this. So it's really stupid that they're doing it now. I don't know. Other from what I understand, if they were using it all, Wonder Woman wouldn't stand a chance. Also, from what I understand, they basically went full-on Utena with the ending. Not like the lesbian cars and the roses and such, but as far as they used, like, reaching out and trapped in the... someone did, like, a shot comparison, and it was definitely what they were going for. Yeah, now there's a series that should be a death battle. My goodness. Although they, what other series have living weapons, Athena? Would you call, because the very existence of the Sword of Dios is outside help. But I don't know. Maybe you could just get around that, like they did with Mega Man using his dog, which is technically outside help, but it's also part of his regular arsenal. So, yeah. And not to spoil, but Mega Man did still lose, so it didn't help him at all. But anyway, didn't really have much to say about this one. Athena, why do you look so shocked? You've just looked stunned this entire time, and I don't know why. I mean, look, you got a picture of a parrot. That's a Congo gray, though. Athena's what's called a Timna gray. You can tell she's got the horn-colored beak instead of the all-black beak. Her tail, if she had it, is a darker red rather than a bright red. And her feathers, if she had them, are a much darker gray. Anyway, I don't know. I just wasn't into this battle, and I don't know if it was because of the spoilers or... It just already kind of seemed like a foregone conclusion, even from the descriptions. It just seemed like they were going like, oh yeah, and then like thousands of TNT and blah 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 blah, compared to hundreds. You're a silly, silly bird. Silly, silly bird. Okay, so the characters that we have Krana left, or Krona. I've never actually watched. Oh, wait, no, I do know that's another series that has living weapons. What's his name? Black Star? And you gotta say it with the star? And he's like a scythe or something. So Krana is one, and Beerus. And was that it as far as characters that they showed us at the beginning of the end of last season and haven't given us yet? Once again, I express my absolute distaste for the matchup of Beerus and Arceus, or Arceus, however you say it. I know that's what the official English pronunciation is, but it just sounds horrible. And I know Arceus has arse in it, but honestly, that's a pretty good summation of what the thing is capable of. Arceus basically does arse all. Yeah, the reason I just don't want that fight is because it would be a stomp. I'm not even all that familiar with Beerus. I mean, I like Dragon Ball, but I haven't gotten into Super yet. But, Arceus is just, it's a weakling. It totally is. It may have strong stats, but it's a friggin' dipshit. I mean, I guess Battle of the Lazy Gods is something, and I know Beerus has... I mean, the whole reason he doesn't show up in the rest of the series is because he's been asleep for millions of years or something like that. Hi. Some extraordinarily long amount of time. Because he's a freaking cat. But, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know much about Krana's powers. I didn't even get to them when I read. It was the first volume of Soul Eater. That's the name of the series, Soul Eater. Oops. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, anyway. I've said what I wanted to about next time. Said what I wanted to about this time. Like I said, I just wasn't into it. Maybe it was just the intros. Maybe it was the fact that some dipshits decided to spoil everything for everyone. I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't connect with the characters. I wonder what Butch Hartman is going on about right now. Ben and Chad seemed a little overwhelmed by the sudden attention from him. And, I mean, my goodness. I don't... Basically, what I know about Butch Hartman, he's a freaking lunatic. Anyway, I guess long story short, don't. You know, when you know that people cannot watch something yet, don't go spoiling it for them. Okay? Use spoiler tags. Speak respectfully. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I'm Blackjack, and you're not.